Hi, welcome to the live stream this morning. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will be speaking through me and giving messages according to who's listening, and messages for the week ahead as well. So yes, I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in. And just before we start, I just want to mention on the description, I've got my two websites. So it's the Gen one for signing up to groups, which are on every Tuesday and fortnightly Friday. So it will be on this Friday. And the Archangel Raphael site, and that's for one-to-one sessions. The shamanic protocol, which actually starts today for a week, so it starts every Sunday to Saturday, and 5-minute transmissions, um, and um, yeah, yeah, and also just to mention as well, the links there are for Gaza, and as I'm sure you all know, the situation's ongoing, and like so many problems there, starvation, many problems, and obviously people can't work as well, to make money, if for any food there is there. So yeah, so just links, to donate, to places that sort of help people, help to feed them, and meet their needs. So yes, I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. Hmm. Hmm. I would like you to know that what I am actually seeing at the moment is that there is a lot going on, that it is not simply about being on the earth and getting on with life, that actually there are many layers which are coming up to be cleared. So, this is a time where you do need to be mindful of what you are experiencing within, because what you feel within yourself will always, in some way or another, be mirroring something deeper going on inside that perhaps has its roots elsewhere. So, what I'm really trying to say is give yourself time in the day to clear energy. So, you may find yourself getting on with the day and then finding yourself feeling a certain way, like there is something that comes upon you, and as you go deeper, you will find out what is going on. Perhaps a life you have had with the people you are around, perhaps something else. But I do see that these are times when you are not able to simply be on the 3D without engaging with deeper aspects of the self. And those of you who are very well versed at going inwards will be able to correctly identify what is going on. You will be able to go within, get a sense of what it is, and clear it. And those of you who are not so well practiced at this may find yourself feeling confused. And what I would like you to know is that if you are not so good at identifying what it is that is affecting you, remember, it is possible to go within and ask very simple questions and see what you are being told inwardly by your body, perhaps by using a method like swaying forwards, backwards, or perhaps in some other way. But you are able to ask questions and get answers in whatever way that you do this, in whatever way that you can. But what I'm really trying to say is that it is important to go deeper at the moment. I will even say that you may find yourself at times feeling like you are able to make progress on the earth, but only in small quantities, without then needing to take a break and do some work on yourselves. And that is because of the way things are, that these are not simply times where you are engaging with the 3D, making progress, building empires, making things happen, that those times are over. They are long gone. You are living in a new time a time where everything that you create is actually, in one way or another, founded on light. Everything that will flourish on the earth plane will be founded on light. And when it is not, you will have problems. And I will say that in the old age, it was the other way round. That when people were building empires that were founded on light, they would often encounter problems that other people would not. And that is because times were different then, that there was a lot on earth that was about heavier, darker energies, and those energies were able to flourish, whereas those who were bringing in greater light, they were not able to go forward so easily without the darker energies in one way or another coming in to make their life hard. But it is the other way round now. And when you are working with the light, and when you are in the light, things will flow. But when you go into heavier energies within, or perhaps around you, you will find that things slow down or completely come to a halt. So I would like to remind you of this, that you do need to keep going inwards. You do need to keep finding the light within. And it is important to know that empires that are created on the light of oneness will actually last, that they have a long shelf life. So you may find that it takes longer for you to establish yourselves on earth. You may find that it takes a long time for you to get anywhere, but you will find that what you create is long lasting. Some of you here may even find that it is later in this life that you are able to establish something permanent on earth, something that is substantial, something that really feels to you like it is what you are all about on a soul level. And it may be that this is happening at a point in your life where you expected yourself to be able to be more settled and simply be rather than be creating something at that point. But it is very much like this at the moment, that it is about actually grounding yourselves in the light first. So it may be that the first half of your life is spent grounding the light, clearing away traumas from older incarnations and from this life. It may be that you spend a lot of time working on yourselves before you then establish something on the earth that is able to really impact other people's lives. And I would like to reassure you that this is okay. It is perfectly okay. And in fact, it is something that I will say is very good. It is good to give yourselves time, to not be in a rush, to not compare yourselves to each other, to not compare yourselves as well to older generations who came before you, who were able to do things in a different way. That this is really a new time now, and the energies are very much about depth, are very much about clearing up old energies, old karmas, resolving things on a very deep level. So remember this, that really there is no rush at all. There is a lot of time, and you also have the opportunity in this incarnation to clear everything up, that you don't have to wait for your next life. You can do it in this life. And in fact, for some of you, you may find that this is your main purpose for being here in this life. I would like to say something else about this, and that is there are many types of people on the earth. Some people will have quite ordinary lives in this incarnation. They will not do deep inner work. They will not necessarily be bothered about the things that you are bothered about. They may even find that they are perfectly okay for the rest of their lives. And you may wonder why some people have very few problems, like they don't seem to struggle on the earth. And that is actually because some people are deliberately incarnating in order to keep life going, to keep the structure of life going, whilst other people are clearing up energies for others. So people who keep life going will be able to function regardless of what is going on. They will be able to keep things going for others, and that is their role. And whereas those of you who come in to bring a higher energy in will find that you are often feeling like you have to take time out, give yourself time, space, go into all kinds of different energies in order to become clearer and lighter. And what I will say is that you are doing this for others as well, others who are on in your family line, who are part of your lineage, people even who you may be connected to on the earth, who perhaps are not doing much work on themselves, but by clearing yourself, you are helping them. You are helping them to actually be able to go deeper and realize things automatically without having to go through a laborious process like you may need to. I hope I am making sense. But as you clear yourselves of deep karmas, things that have deeply affected you, other people have automatic realizations. And this is what you are doing for them. You are helping them to have these kinds of realizations. I would like to say more now. I would like to share that each and every one of you here is able to have an impact on the lives of others. It is not necessarily that the impact you will have will be enormous. It may be, but not necessarily. But you are all able to impact each other in a positive way. And some of you here are already doing it automatically. You do it all the time. And others, you may feel that perhaps you are not quite sure how to do this. I would like to share that one of the best ways of impacting people's lives in a positive way is to simply be in your own energy, your own connection to the oneness, and keep this as your intention to have a positive impact on life generally, and then it will happen automatically. So, this is a reminder that by setting intentions, you are able to automatically make things happen without even trying, that it will happen through you. I would like to share a few more things. It is good for you to remember that everything that is going on in the world at the moment is able to actually have a very positive impact on your life. So, the changes which are happening, even the things that seem insurmountable, that seem so extreme, you may wonder how they are able to possibly be resolved. They are able to have a very good impact on your life, because what is happening is that there are much deeper energies on the earth plane which are ready to clear now. And as they do, your life improves. And it is important to realize that as you engage with the process of cleaning these energies away, as you engage with it, the more impact they can have on your life. So, what I would like you to know is that those of you who have the greatest resonance with the energies that are currently leaving the earth are able to actually really clear a lot up in your own personal lives by engaging with the process of these energies leaving the earth. So, what I am really trying to say is that it is okay to get involved in the process in the world going on at the moment of bringing in a greater light of actually, in one way or another, exposing things which have not been right, bringing in more truth, more harmony, fairness, justice, that actually it is not in any way taking you away from your inner work, from the light within. That for some of you here, it is an important part of actually clearing your energies on a deeper level. That the things which are clearing on the earth at the moment, you yourselves have been a part of for many lives. You yourselves have experienced directly the results of these energies. So, what I'm really trying to say is that the karma that you may be carrying within yourselves is directly connecting in with what is being cleared at the moment. Not for all of you, but actually quite a few of you. So don't be in any way alarmed if you find yourself feeling that you are getting very involved in things which perhaps you have not been involved in before, because it is part of your path, that there are new aspects of your path opening up at the moment for all of you. Things that actually do involve you engaging more with things in the world, that new aspects of yourself self are awakening. And it is important to be with yourselves with this and feel what is relevant to you and what is not. I hope I am making sense, but this is generally a time where you are able to expand when it comes to playing your part in the world, expand generally in all ways. It is a time where you will realize things on deeper levels, and also a time when you will really see clearly that you are not separate from what goes on generally in the world, that it is all one, that it is all in one way or another part of your journey as well. And in this way, you are able to then take up your right part in the world on a level that is larger. I will say one more thing about this, and that is for some of you, you may even find yourselves feeling inspired to play your part when it comes to actually bringing in more light, when it comes to things which are very specific, which are very much about things that only you know about, that are very in depth. So it is good to follow your inner feeling about this, to know that whatever you feel drawn to in terms of this will be right for you. It will be your own inner being telling you that it is right to engage, to get involved, to speak up, to play your part. I have one more message to give, and that is each and every one of you here is actually able to have an impact on the world in a way where you are not only affecting the people you meet, but also affecting things in a much larger way. That you all have something that you can bring to the world that is actually able to reach larger numbers of people. And the reason I'm saying this is because the more light you have within, the more that you are able to actually reach a broader audience. The more light something has, the more people who can be impacted. And that is because light has a quality to it that is resonating with many people, that people resonate with the light intrinsically. And so when you have a message and it has a lot of light, it will be far reaching. So I would like to remind you about this, that it is not about the amount you do, but it is about the quality of light. And so as you go within and access deeper qualities of light, you are able to actually have a larger impact on people and their lives. I would like you to know that the week ahead will generally be a good one, a week where you are able to do things, and also a week where you may find yourselves needing to go within to clear some energies away. But generally, there will be progress in the week ahead. That is all. Hmm. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening. And yeah, much love to all of you and wishing you a really good week ahead. Yeah, much love.